March, you want to be in Atlanta. Jack Sowinski hits one out of sight.
Wow. 467, how's that look? 114 miles per hour off the bat. Who cares what the launch angle was?
Fouled away by Kim. I was reading up on with them. Sowinski or at the time.
I know it wasn't me, that's for sure, because if it was, I would be up here beating my chest on it. But I remember when a guy like Jack, and he's Jack Sowinski, come on, help me with that, right? So was projected to be in Pittsburgh. So I think of Brian Sweeney and Hector Neris right now on the mound. When you have the ability to have confidence in your coaching staff, it allows you to acquire players like Hector Neris and bring them in and have the confidence.
And now Kim is running, and Tresh, that's a good throw on a pitch that was down and away. That was not a good pitch to throw on.
A little bit as a pitcher. So when you're on the mound and your leg kick, when you're throwing the ball, delivering, if it takes you 1.5 seconds, 1.6 seconds instead of that traditional slide.
Foot comes off the dirt until the pop of the glove, correct?
That's right. We always see the first base coach with a stopwatch in his back pocket, and we're thinking, why does he have a stopwatch? What's down and hit?
Called strike, and you know the
thing, right? Got to find the edge any way you can. I'm not a math guy, right? We all know that, but that's pretty simple math to where that tells you if the pitcher's taking a long time, we can steal this base very easily.
You were sharing with us when we were having a meeting before
to say, okay, if I can just take off on this key that Rusty is giving me, he's willing to take the blame for me right now, because I do not want to go into Ned Yost's office and have to answer. That's one look. If the guy looks at you 2 times as a runner, that's 2 looks. So Rusty would have situations where he would say, let's use Hector for example, his leg to go up if it's a 1-5 or a 1-4, instead of having to start the clock on his leg. Trouble with, right? So that just gave us that much more confidence to trust that read and go along with it. As soon as that head turn, we're taking.
Had discovered shortly before that he had not. This is amazing.
Amazing.
He had not thrown to first base 1 time
in 2 years.
I didn't even realize the 2 years.
Subject of soft, sensitive subjects. I mean, John Lester was probably the greatest pitcher in the postseason until arguably now Madison Bumgarner. So if we're thinking as a team offense, that's the advantage of it.
Quintero takes down and away ball 1.
First base. When we go to Anaheim, we got Weaver game 1. Jared Weaver has a good slide step. He holds runners on. Be ready to hit right here and get some fastballs because I'm not stealing. So we were just so in sync. We were so 9 versus 1 as an approach. I would typically be ready to give Kane 1 pitch to steal, but now since he told me that, I'm going for pitch 1.
Scouting reports that had a big impact in the postseason. And, well, you knew more than 2 things, but 2 that really stood out. Number 1 in the ALCS, he knew Lorenzo Cain is at third base. There's a base hit into left field. And the Dodgers will have the bases loaded.
Is we are prepared and ready for this. And Kane, they think he's just going to stop going. And to see that all come to fruition with game action, shout out to Z. That's a great point on your part to bring that up. I want you waving me or stopping me. I don't want to have to decide while I'm running and look at you. Jersh made it a point because you just continue on and keep running. So it was a great point to bring that up with Jersh, because Jersh has to.
Fitzgerald gets it out into center field. Tolbert is underneath it. And no tag. All right, I'm going to tell you a story that I've told before, but I don't think. Let's just hope we don't get a ground ball double play here. And no, it's going to be a blast off the bat of Sebi Zavala, and that is a grand slam. And now the Dodgers have come up with 6.
Tough outing so far for Hector. Honestly, this didn't look like too bad of a pitch. Not only on the field, but the scouts, everyone that is behind a
team, because the first baseman can't throw to the bases. Now, this was game 4, so it happened the next night.
Yes.
And I still think, having watched that replay several times, I think you're safe even if he makes a good throw. Your jump was good, and the first baseman score from third on a ground ball to third with the infield in. But it's we're just like,
every single person in the organization has a role, And when you have people like Z that are willing to do that role to the best of their thing else, was so locked in. So it's so cool to hear stories like that.
You have no homestands with the organization that he's working for, because he's always somewhere where we aren't. But that postseason.
Oh, incredible attention to detail.
So it's been a bad inning for the Royals, but it's been a great spending some time with you again and telling these stories and talking about all the HUD's long broadcasting career after a long playing career. And there's another base hit for the Dodgers. So they're pouring it on in a 6-run top of way high and outside, because you get young guys in there. Now for you and for me and for most everyone else, this is a cactus later innings.
You want to show everybody what you can do.
Yep, and sometimes that works out and sometimes it backfires.
Hicks, and he threw a game like this to Yadier Molina. Says, hey, might have been Mike Matheny. He says, hey, we need this guy on our team. We need him right now. Don't know if Jordan Hicks made the team out of spring that year, but was in the big
to face the Minnesota Twins and the Milwaukee Brewers.
As an organization, I don't think could not have had a better showing in the WBC.
WBC are the Kansas City Royals.
He's spot on. I mean, not only the players, it's time to get our guys back in blue.
2 balls, 2 strikes on. Busted bat and a base hit to right. And Gentry's on to begin the bottom of the 9th inning. Season. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot in 3 years. Bad season, historic season, disappointing season.
220, got decent power. All of a sudden, at the end of September, you realize, man, at that point in time where I was panicked, if this was September and we're struggling in April, we now understand how much time there is. We can slow that down. The internal panic.
And still finish above 500 with.
Big baseball team, look at yourself and say, guys, if we go out there and play our game and execute the way we're supposed to execute,
right? I mean, it wasn't that much. I mean, you could win 4 more games. You can win 5 more games.
Absolutely. And if that, at the beginning of the season, too, if you out 13 different guys to be able to compete and win at that level. But we talk about it these past couple days. It gave us the ability to unlock different guys. Noah Cameron, he's going to come
1-1 on Brett Squires with 1 on, 1 out. 1-2. Not just having starts by the opening day rotation. Brian Sweeney and Matt Quatrero had to be creative. Squires drives it into deep right, and that's going to be run down on the track. And the Royals are down to their.
Can provide guys to fill in, and that's huge. Not every organization has that.
Here's 1-1.
Credit to them, because that tells me that whatever system they have and whatever simple fundamentals he's preaching is working, because 13 different guys to be in the top 5 in the rotation and ERA, that's really impressive.
9th inning, beat the Royals.